Okay, so it's literally 37 degrees in the shop today, and I got the door back off the car because I want to continue working on that to get the latch that I've been thinking about how to do it, and so I picked up some more material. I already had this piece of C channel here that I had planned on using for the cross brace, or a brace that goes all the way up from the top to the bottom. And then I picked up these little pieces of aluminum rod. Okay, they're super light, a few ounces, and I was thinking that this would be my push rod. Okay, somehow hook it to there to get this to push. Okay, and then this would end up hooking to some type of lever up here where this cross piece would be. So it'd be like kind of like that, and it would push like that. So I would just need to come up with some kind of a lever. And I've been going through all my little parts over here. I keep all these little aluminum bits and pieces for exactly situations like this. Got little pieces of straight flat aluminum. These two in particular I found that could possibly work. Let's see, you know, something like, I don't know, some type of lever like this that you could move and hook it to this piece of aluminum pipe on the tube here. It's actually a solid rod. So I figured the solid rod would work good because it would be stiff enough to give you a nice positive feeling on pushing this lever. So yeah, let me, first thing I need to do is cut this piece here, this C channel, and get that like put where I want, like rivet it in, and then I can go off of there. That's gonna make it easier to see, you know, where the rod's going to be coming from and where I'm going to put the handle. So let me get that put in first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we got it riveted in, one there and one there. Okay, so now you can kind of get the idea of where I'm going here with this. This rod will attach here, come up at an angle like this, you know, kind of like in a comfortable position for where I'm sitting, and the rod will have to move in some way like this. Okay, so I'm thinking of something a little less complicated here, in regards to this end where I'm going to be pulling on it. But first, what I want to do is I found this little piece here, and it actually fits perfect in this hole. So I'm going to end up cutting this piece right here, shaping this down a little bit, and then I'm going to TIG weld it on the end of this rod. So I have something I can hook to here with a little nut and a bolt. Okay, so let me do that first. Let me get that put on there so we can get this end secured and set up the way we want. Okay, so here's what I come up with. My TIG welding is getting a little better. It's not horrible, it's not great, but as you can see, we now have a ring or an attachment point for this little lever here. Okay, so you can see that's what that's going to do. So I basically just need to find, you know, like find a little bolt with a lock washer or a lock bolt. That'll give it, you know, the ability to, you know, rotate in there. kind of freely. So I just need to find something to make that work. And then from there, once I get that attached, we'll come back over here and see how we're gonna get this to kind of articulate and be able to open the door. So I found a bolt with a nylock bolt nut on the other end, right there. So I know that'll never come off. So as you can see, it works really good. Just like that. There it is, locked. And then you push on it and pops open. So I'm thinking of just making something real simple up here, and I don't know, like maybe put a hole through the brace, run this tube through it, okay? And then once I run the tube through it, you know, it'll have something to ride on, and then I can kind of bend this upwards, maybe bend it up like this, and just use it like a hook and lever, and I can just pull on it. And then all I would have to do on the panel itself would be to put like a little slot. Okay, if I put a slot in it, then the little hook would come out, and all I got to do is pull it, and it would open and close. Really simple. And then have something else to, you know, to pull the door shut. Okay, so this is what I think is gonna work here. So I put a hole in this side of the aluminum channel, and then another hole over here, and you can see it slides nice and smoothly through here. And this guides it. Okay, so I used a torch to heat up this spot of the aluminum here, and was able to put a nice little 90-degree bend in it. Well, close to 90. It's a little bit off a little bit, but as you can see, it sticks up now to where you can grab it, but I don't want it sticking up that far. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking it and bending it probably like in this area over this way, more like kind of a hook. So this way, when you're sitting here, you can, or you know, in your driver's seat, you can reach over, put your finger on the inside of it, it'll be a little hook that you can pull on. Plus, you don't want it sticking out too much because you'll catch on it. You know, like getting in and out of the car, your shirt or your sleeve or something will catch on that. So you only want it sticking out maybe just a little bit from the door panel itself. So let me put the other bend in, and then all I have to do is lay the panel on and mark where the I'm gonna have to put a little slot, and then that will, you know, I can set the panel right on top of it. That'll come through, and that's it. It'll be really simple. Probably put a little grease in this channel here, so you don't get too much rubbing, and it'll smoothen it out a little bit, but I think it'll work. I think it'll work no problem. So, okay, so I think I might have it the way I want it, kind of like that, so that your finger will be able to just do that. And then this panel will kind of be over it like that. So it'll be sticking out about that much. So I think that might work. So let me put a slot in the panel itself. It's gonna be, I'll measure and get the right spot. It's gonna be right in here, and it'll just be like a little maybe 1-inch slot to be able to move that bar, and that's it. So, all right, from this point forward, this car will be known as Stimulus Check. So I thought that was pretty funny. I posted a picture of that on Facebook last week, and everybody really loved it. So that's it. That's the name of this car. All right, let's get back on this project. Okay, so here's what I come up with. Just a little slot here, and let's see if we can lock it. Okay, so it's locked. And this will just move. That's it. Unlocks. I mean, it just barely has to move, like, that's it. So, yeah, I don't mind the way it looks. It's very simple, just, and I'm surprised how little movement it takes to pop that door. I mean, it's literally like, I made this about 1.5 inches, maybe a little less than 1.5 inches, and it doesn't even have to move that whole distance. Like, it just moves like that much, and it pops the door. So yeah, I mean, that's a simple solution. And I paid a couple bucks for the aluminum, probably like $8.99 for that C channel for the whole piece, which will do both doors. And I think these rods were like $6 or $7 a piece. So yeah, I have the other channel to do the other door, and I also have the other rod somewhere. It's around here somewhere, but yeah, I bought 2. So we have enough to do both doors, and that's it. So now we have that channel running right through here, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is make some sort of a door pull, okay? Because I don't wanna be pulling on this to like close the door. That would be just for popping the door open. So we need to make some kind of a little, I was thinking of just taking something, I don't know, maybe some of this aluminum here, like this strap, okay? It's not very thick, so it's easy to bend. And obviously not that big, but make a little like loop like that with little feet on it, and I'll rivet that, or no, I won't rivet it, because then if I rivet it, I can't get the panel off if I want to. So yeah, that's another nice thing about the way this little hook is set up, is if you can see, if I want to take the door panel off, that's it. You just take it right off. And I put a little grease through here so it runs really smooth. Yeah. And then, like I said, you know, I'll just use a piece of this, cut a section out of it, bend it into like a little hook, or like a handle, and it'll get strapped right to this bar, you know, with some self-tapping screws. So this is what I come up with, a nice little aluminum little handle. Kind of sanded it down to make it have that like raw aluminum look. All right, guys, it warmed up a little bit, so I moved the little project outdoors here, and this is pretty much the finished deal of what it's gonna look like. I'm not gonna lie, it's got like a little Mad Max, like gangster feel to it, and I kind of like it. So yeah, what I did was I took a little flat black Rust-Oleum and went around the edges, and you know, where it used to be blue, and just kind of made it flat black, taped off the VIN sticker. But yeah, I like it. I think it's gonna look good. So yeah, that's the end of this door project. Oh, other than the lexan for the windows. So that's pretty easy. I'll just take these screws back off, and we'll, you know, slide the lexan up in there. I'm trying to think of a way to possibly, with the lexan, possibly remove some of this rubber and put some screws through this metal frame into the back of the lexan. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, because the only thing I'm concerned about with the lexan is like getting sucked out of the window, you know, at 130, 40, 50, whatever. The window might start bowing and get sucked out, and we don't want that. So I may have to, because lexan's pretty flexible, so I may have to attach it somehow in a couple spots just to keep that from happening. We don't want that. That would be kind of crazy if your window popped out. But I have an original window here that I can use as a template to make the windows. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this project here. like I said, other than the windows. And just give you guys one more little once over. So yeah, I like the way it came out. But that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully the next one, I'll do the door. You know, I'm not gonna show that. I'll do the other door, get that one finished. And then from there, I'm hoping to move right into the cage. I'm hoping next week we get it. So we'll see. But anyway, if you guys aren't subscribed, please do. And I will check you next time. See ya.